This is Mr.
All right. This is Brewer.
This is Shane Boatman.
Shane. Awesome. All right. I'm Judge.
Oh, no, it's this guy. This is all Brecken's fault. I haven't seen it yet. It already looks promising. Let's go.
Atkinson, it's easier if we talk if you come on up here to the counter, but it's up to you. For your rights, you have the right to remain silent. If a police officer or a prosecutor asks you questions, you don't have to answer their questions. If you do, your answers could be used against you later on in a court proceeding. You can stop answering questions at
He kind of sounds like Richard Simmons. I'm not going to lie.
any time. You can hire an attorney to be there with you before, during, and after any questions. If you cannot afford an attorney, you have the right to request a court-appointed attorney. If you're charged with a felony, you'd have the right to an examining trial. If you're not a citizen of the United States, you have a right to contact your consulate to let them know you're in jail today. First up, we have a PI charge, public intoxication, back from, was it last year? Last year. I don't mind giving you time served on that one if you want to plead no contest. If you'd rather plead not guilty, we'll look at getting you scheduled for a court date. Are you good with time served on that old Class C ticket? Okay, we'll grab a signature from you saying that you understood your rights. Another one saying that you are wanting time served on that ticket. Got a higher charge to go over here in a half a second.
You start right here in the box. This one says that you understood your rights. Then one more for the time served.
These are all bullshit.
Here you go. Right there in the white box.
The higher charge is criminal mischief with an alleged damage value amount between $2,500 and $30,000. Bond is set at $25,000. On that one, do you want to hire your own attorney, ask for court appointed, or wait and make that decision later?
Attorney.
Court appointed? He said court appointed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So that'll take another signature saying that you're requesting court appointed. Give me a half a second and we'll have it ready for you. Do you have a question? I can't hear.
He's asking if that was from yesterday.
Oh, yeah. They're alleging you broke a building, threw some bricks at a building, and damaged a car. All right, it's ready. We'll grab last signature from you.
Oh, no.
This one's for the attorney application, Shane. And then just right there in the white box. Thank you. All right, Judge, we're going to jump over to Brewer.
They might actually skip.
Chad? Mr. Brewer? 1 second, Shane. Chad? Chad, come talk to the judge. Judge, earlier he did state he did not want to talk to you. And he is awake because before we started court, he was yelling.
Okay, give me a half a second. So the PI charge, we can do a refusal on all. All right, Mr. Brewer, if you can put the audio as closest to this, Mr. Brewer, I'm Judge Atkinson, here to read your rights and go over your charges. The jailers indicated that they're able to hear me and that you should be also. You're choosing not to get up. They've indicated that you are awake, you're not asleep. They've tapped on the window. You should be able to hear me based on all the information we've talked through. So you're going to waive your right to magistration if you don't come on up here. For your rights, you have the right to remain silent. If a police officer or a prosecutor asks you questions, you don't have to answer their questions. If you do, your answers could be used against you later on in a court proceeding. You can stop answering questions at any time. You can hire an attorney to be there with you.
I can't read lips, but I don't think he's saying nice things.
For, during, and after any questions. If you cannot afford an attorney, you have the right to request a court-appointed attorney. You're here on a charge of a harassment of a public servant, obstruction or retaliation, criminal trespass, and a public intoxication ticket. Bond is set at, let's do, increase to $15,000 on each of those. And then you got a PI charge that's set for a court date. On those, do you want to hire your own attorney, ask for court appointed, or wait and make that decision later?
I can't even fucking hear you. You are worthless.
All right, y'all can refuse him. There's no need to even attempt that.
Judge, are you? Shane was asking you a question. Did you want to speak to him?
Yeah, what was it?
This judge and that defendant is maybe the best pairing we've ever had on Law Talk with Mike. You cannot get two people farther apart on the spectrum. Oh, good Lord.
Hey, is there any way I could get a PR bond on that charge?
I think that your criminal history, you've got like a book of criminal history based on prior issues. Like this is an ongoing issue with you coming to jail over and over. Let me double check your criminal history and we can go over that real quick.
I'm not a runner, man. I won't run. I'll come to court.
It's not about running. It's about picking up new ones. And it's an issue with you. We keep having criminal history issues.
Harassed, man. They harassed me because I'm famous.
No, I think they brought you to jail because you destroyed somebody's property. You threw bricks at a building and destroyed a car.
I didn't throw bricks at a building. I burnt a piece of plastic.
Yeah, can't do that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I did do that.
Yeah, this is your third or fourth arrest this year. So if I release you, you're just going to do it again and come back based on your prior criminal history.
I'll go to court, sir.
Yeah, you see, it's not just the running, it's also the criming. We want to put a stop to both of those things. And we're not saying that we don't trust you, but we do not trust you.
Okay. All right. We got to stop getting offenses. Moving forward, I don't want to see you in jail anymore. I hope this is your last criminal issue for the rest of your life. Can you promise that?
Okay, Mr. Rogers. I love this call. I love it.
Sir.
All right. All right. You'll have to get bond posted or you'll be transferred over to county, but I can't grant a PR bond based on your prior criminal history. The law doesn't allow us to.
Bond.
Bond is $25,000 on the higher charge.
45K?
25.
God damn, man. Please, sir, I'll go to court. Please, sir, I won't. Please help me. I've got a job, man. I have a life. I have a family.
Good, good. Yeah, so moving forward, don't get any new ones. You'll get this one resolved. It'll be behind you, but all right.
Good, good. Okay, so moving forward. I don't know why this guy just strikes me so funny, but he does.
That's why we don't grant PR bonds to people who act like that.
I'm not an actor, man. I'm not acting, man. Please, help
All right.
me.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Roki, this is the city of Detroit. Hold on.
Here we go. Brecken's always monitoring Judge Perkins.
Versus Reginald Griffin, case number SP 1010882, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 120368, counts 1 and counts 2. Wow. 02058661. SP 11003444, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1110011, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 112159001. SP 121890001, SP 121931883, SP 122563031, SP 1262974, counts 1, SP 1295526.
Is there a Fez involved? I was not informed of a Fez.
Counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1321997 SP 133642001, SP 1340856 SP 1342196, counts 1, SP 134282021, SP 1356218, counts 1. SP 1383489, counts 1.
and 2, SB 1411836, counts 1 and counts 2, SB 1419423, 1432181, SB 14328, strike that, SB
Clearly, this is all a big misunderstanding.
1432181, 3, SB 1436668, counts 1, 2, and 2.
On 50 separate occasions.
SB 1448449, count 1. SB 1448456, SB 1457748, counts 1 and counts 2. SB 1464654, counts 1 and counts 3. SB 1464652, SB 1469707, 1. SB 1472210, counts 1 and counts 2. SB 14795, counts 1 and counts 2. SB 148.
Is she the defendant? Because I know someone. I know someone she's perfect for.
6685, counts 1 and 3. SB 1503136, counts 1, 2, and 3. SB 1509604, counts 1, 2, and 3. SB 1509605, 1. SB 1511404, counts 1, 2, and 3. SB 15180, SB 1588101, counts 1. SB 160483335, counts 1 and 2. SB 1627336, 1. SB 1641612, counts 1. SB 1651209, counts 1 and counts 2. SB 1, strike that, 2275050, counts 1 and counts 2. State of Michigan versus Reginald Griffin, case number SX 417-45161. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, Colleen Soroki on behalf of Reginald Griffin.
Turn your camera on.
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh,
State your name for the record, please.
Reginald Griffin.
I'm gonna just say this. I'm getting increasingly frustrated with all of this. And I'm gonna start doing things a little bit differently. If you come back in here, sir, if stuff's not resolved, you come back in here with a new case, you're gonna be looking at some jail time, all right?
All right.
It's the only way that I have to force you to try to get this stuff together.
Yeah, I came down there on the I came down on the 19th of May. I was trying to pay some, but the clerk said that I had bench warrant, so she was like, she just set me a court date. I was trying to pay, see if I could pay something or whatever, or get on the payment plan or whatever.
It's not about paying.
Oh.
We're not talking about paying. I can understand somebody that doesn't have the money or is not situated right to get this stuff together. It's about keeping up with these tickets. It's about this 21 and 25 over. It's about these 36 plus over the speed limit. It's about this failure to stop and stop signs. It's about just a complete lack or just a complete lack of wanting to follow the rules of the road and putting everybody else in danger, including yourself. A complete disregard is like you just don't care. That's what it's about. All right, so let me get it straight. Let's get it straight, Mr. Griffin. When you're gonna go to jail, if you come back in here with some new cases, all right? So you better start catching a bus, a Uber, a Lyft, or something until you get your driver's license straight.
Yes, sir.
The wheels of justice are going to roll you right into the Wayne County Jail.
Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, all right?
All right.
Join the room, please. We're past the man. Back on the record with Mr. Reginald Griffin. Mr. Griffin,
Yes.
give an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, I did have an opportunity to speak with my client and with the city attorney. At this time, he's requesting a pretrial date.
He's not getting a pretrial date.
Your Honor, he has probably 7 no proof of insurance, which he has the ability to pay. And
Then he can go pay. This is
All right.
this is the first time I've seen Reginald Griffin, is it? Is it?
No, it's not.
This is not the first time I've seen Reginald Griffin, and this is causing my clerk and the court just an unnecessary amount of time in entering all this stuff in, and we've given Mr. Griffin an opportunity. And he's not taking care of it. So we'll have between now and June 30th.
Isn't that Mr. Little, our subset friend? I really got to get my homie D Clown. I got another homie D Clown coming up here if you guys want to see it.
To get it together. I don't really, as you see, Mr. Griffin, I don't really have much sympathy for you.
Yeah.
I also have a new soft sit song. It's country.
maybe give me a minute to speak with Ms. Snyder again. She was willing to work it out. She just wanted him to.
Well, if he becomes with a valid driver's license by June 30th and he's able to pay off all those no insurance proofs, he may be able to get a license. I probably doubt it. I'm sure unless he just does this in the city of Detroit. But I don't know. But I'll let you speak. I'll let you renegotiate or something. But we got to get some finality to this.
I did track it for you. I don't know if it's going to be much good.
Whoever device needs to be muted needs to be muted. Mr. Lowe, Grant.
Your Honor, maybe we should just set it for a trial date. I don't see Miss Snyder in the breakout room at this time, and
that just gives them more time, and then it gives us less of just continuing to enter in just all of these entries and everything.
I get that, Your Honor. I understand that.
I'm going to tell you this, Mr. Griffin, and I'm going to tell you this: if you miss court again, you're going to have problems.
No,
okay?
But I missed court because it was coming to my mama address and I don't live there, so I didn't know about the.
I didn't hear. Listen, how old are you, sir?
Me, I'm 35.
Okay, so 35. The excuses, whatever, they're for losers. So I don't care where address or what the issue is. I don't have any more patience with it.
Yeah. I'm
driving up
Coffee is for closers, a-hole.
Holcomb toward Kirchhoff the other day. And I was about to make a left turn, and this G-Wagon, a $200,000 truck, he's got to be going 120 miles an hour straight down Kirchhoff to Van Dyke.
Mm-hmm.
This is you. Okay? My patience is gone. All those
that look, I can't deal with it.
all those deals and stuff like that for people like this, I don't have patience for it. Come back on trial June.
I mean, it's not him, but this guy's like, thanks for the compliment. I'd like to be going 120 in a G-Wagon. This is not working on this defendant at all. Not even close.
30th, 2025. Giving you time to get it together. I hope you do.
All right.
But what my father always said, they got a place for you if you don't. All right.
All right.
All right. Have a great day, Mr. Griffin. Best of luck to you.
All right.
All right. That was fun. Like I said, all right, I'll play this. I've got another clip. I did it. I was trying to find stuff. It's not that great. It really isn't, except it's also in Detroit. We have a little spat, apparently over the end of a doobie. But mostly I just like the guy's ridiculous hair and shirt. But I'm just warning you right now. It's not top notch.
Magistrate, just for my own record, did that 20,000 include the tether, or is it just a straight 20?
No, tether and all the no contacts.
Okay, all right. Thanks.
What's your name, please? What's your name, sir?
Homie D.
Hello, my name is Zwan Range.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Rain, you got quite a number of traffic tickets we're going to deal with first, where you missed some court dates. When you miss those dates, a judge issued an arrest warrant for you. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
I'm no expert on the topic, but this guy strikes me as high, too.
You also have the right to an attorney, and if you cannot afford an attorney, the court will provide one for you. Do you understand those rights, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, give me 1 second, and we'll get you a new date where you can take care of these tickets. First ticket is P388939 with, what do we have here? Charges of driving unregistered vehicle and no insurance misdemeanor. P506439, no insurance misdemeanor, driving unregistered vehicle. P766826, driving while license suspended, no insurance misdemeanor, and open alcohol in a motor vehicle as the driver. And 336105, no optional person and no insurance. These are all misdemeanor charges. Maximum penalty you face on each is up to 93 days in jail and or $500 fine. I'm going to set aside the arrest warrant, enter not guilty plea on your behalf, and give you a personal bond. Your next court date is a pretrial in front of Judge Sherman on June 17th.
This does get a little better.
Here in 36th District Court. Your other matter with us today is 25057961, State of Michigan versus Zwan Range. Counsels.
Lisa Coyle, appearing on behalf of the people.
Good afternoon. Miguel Brico, appearing on behalf of Mr. Range. Mr. Range has been advised of his constitutional rights, waives the formal reading of the complaint, stands mute, respectfully requesting a not guilty plea entered on his behalf as to all counts.
Court will enter not guilty plea on your client's behalf as to bond.
Your Honor, I look at this case in a split in the sense he's charged with felon in possession, felony firearm, and a count of domestic violence. And the prosecutor, based on the fact that allegedly there was an argument over the complainant, Ms. Robinson, smoking the end of his marijuana, he then began to assault her in the face, knocking her to the floor, and he kicked her in the back multiple times. And she chose not to charge him with felonious assault.
I mean, she was bogarting the roach. There got to be consequences for that.
Grabbing him because he grabbed him at a pole and hit her to the point where he beat her that the pole bent. And there was a child there, and I'm not sure if it's one of the children that they have in common, called the officers. Officers came, and that's when they saw the gun on the dresser. That gun was recovered by the officers. I do note that the gun, as is written in the complaint, does not indicate that it was used in any of the assault, only as to the metal pole or the allegations. But I do think that Mr. Range does pose a danger to the complainant in this matter and as to the community. He had a 2023 felon in possession conviction in which as a part of a plea deal, the felony firearm and CCW were dismissed. This is assaultive. This just occurred on the 1st. There were obviously children present during the assault. For that reason, Your Honor, I do believe he poses a danger. So I'm asking for a $10,000 cash surety, tether house arrest, and it appears that they live together. So I'm asking for that tether to be, him not to be at that residence as well.
If you didn't know, y'all stink.
Judge, on behalf of Mr. Range, just initially starting with that address issue that we have going on, he's indicated in my office that he does have a different address to stay at during this time. And I don't want to touch on the facts too much, Judge, but likelihood of conviction is one of the factors that this court looks at in determining bond. And from the incident report itself, it's saying that he allegedly...
I agree. This attorney just busted out the last guy. He flipped a $10,000 cash bond into a $20,000 personal bond. He really does do a good job, but this is a rough argument. He's saying that the likelihood of conviction is low, and I'm just looking at his client and thinking, no, it's not.
Hit the complaining witness so hard that the pole bent and grabbed a nail supply case and continued to hit her multiple times. Bent this pole on her, really went to town, but then when the cops show up, complainant was not injured and medics were refused. From the incident report itself,
bent his pole on her. Hey now.
Sentence of it, last two sentences state that. I think likelihood of conviction on that count alone is not too high. And on the weapons counts, I mean, we're in a home with already presumably 2 people, him and the complaining witness. We don't know how many other individuals live in that home, and he was charged with that possession of it. So there is argument to be made there later on. Moving on to some other things, he is a lifelong resident of the state of Michigan. We don't really have an ability to tether him or a good argument for tether because he will stay somewhere else. I think that we can ameliorate any concerns that this court has about danger to the complaining witness by putting him at a different address for the time being and issuing a no contact order. Along with the cash bond, any amount of bond is going to be unaffordable for my client. The likelihood of conviction alone, I think, would give some credence to granting a personal bond. The risk to the general public is not at large. This seems to be an isolated incident. It did occur between 2 people that live together. He does have a large family, many children that he supports with the job that he can't lose. He does work at McDonald's. He has indicated in my office that he works there every day of the week. Or I'm sorry, that he does work at McDonald's to take care of his family of 12.
Oh yeah, he's supporting the whole family of 12 on his McDonald's salary.
Judge, I would recommend a personal bond on this matter. I would object to any tether requirement. I think a no contact order staying somewhere else will suffice. And Judge, if you would impose any type of bond that's unaffordable.
I think he's bent his pole a few times.
I would ask for this to be marked as medical at DDC so my client can get the medication that he needs.
We're talking about fighting allegedly over the end of a joint. I mean, you know, allegedly hitting someone with a pole. Guess the gun was not used in the alleged assault. And, you know, that's probably the best takeaway out of this, given that marijuana is now legal and you can just go buy some more. You know, it's doesn't rise to a level of, you know, this sort of behavior. All right, sir. While this case is pending, you are not to use or possess marijuana at any time. Do not possess a firearm or any other dangerous weapon or any instrument that can be used as a weapon. You're to have no contact with Ms. Robinson and no contact with the Hubble Street address. Is all of that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Court will set bond at this time at $10,000 personal. Next court date will be June 11th. probable cause conference, June 18, preliminary exam, both in front of Judge Takei here in 36th District Court. Thank you, sir. You can step aside.
All right, that's all we had there. I told you it wasn't very exciting. It was still the judge, who I think is a reasonable guy, but he said, and I agree with this assessment. He's like, well, the best thing I can say about this is you didn't use the gun. In the process of, I guess, getting the end of your joint back. I agree. I think that's the best thing that can be said for him. It's not great, but it beats the other way. You want to try the new song? All right, we'll do the new song. It's pretty cool. It's country. Get ready to be country. I see. The thing is, people always ask me like these songs. They're not my songs. I didn't make them. I might just do a stream where I just play them all back to back. Maybe on the other channel or something, just so they're all up there uninterrupted. But that's the best I can do. I don't own these or whatever.
Well, I pulled up slow in my rusted Ford. No tags,
Well, that's
no
quiet.
license, just the good Lord said I ain't driving, I'm traveling free. But that
Have
deputy
to adjust the volume.
didn't agree. I said, this ain't a car, it's a private convenience. My rights are in place and I don't need no maintenance. He slapped on the cuffs with a Bordeaux look. Now I'm sitting in court with the rule book. Now I don't consent to be here, sir. I stand as a man, not referred to as some legal fiction name. But Judge Mike ain't playing that game. He banged that gavel, leaned in tight, said, son, you're not half right. You can't YouTube your way through law. Then he smiled and read my charge. I said, according to the Magna Carta. But he said, this ain't medieval Sparta. Tried to cite section codes from my phone, but he asked me to sit down alone. I filed 6 motions in paper and pen, all handwritten with a chicken scratch pen. He said, you can write all the fiction you need, but the facts don't care what you believe. Now I don't consent to be here, Judge. I'm flesh and blood, I won't budge. Told him I ain't subject to stay. He just called for a 5-minute break. Came back, laughed and said, all right, friend, you done yet or going around again? Told me you're free to act the fool, but you're still in my court and under my rule. Now son, you can quote TikTok or Jesus, but it won't stop them traffic polices. And driving ain't some holy commandment. It's a license, not a First Amendment. So I paid my fine and took the tests, hung up my theories, gave them a rest. Now I tell folks loud and clear, don't go sovereign if Judge Mike is near.
Okay, that's June Scott's fault. Thank you, June. Thanks for coming out. I'll see y'all soon.